how insane my hair is right now. Oh my gosh. I tried taming it earlier and it just didn't work. AI influencers are replacing real people and no one seems to care. Hi, my name is Grace and I'm a new commentary YouTuber, and today we're going to be talking about how AI influencers seem to be taking the internet by storm. And I know this has been kind of a thing for the past few years, but I've noticed it's getting increasingly worse, especially on like short form video platforms. So that includes like Instagram, TikTok, those apps. And I know in my last video I discussed the AI slop issue and how much of a prevalent issue it was on YouTube. But today we are bringing in all social media platforms. So again, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, again, you name it, we are talking about it. So if you don't know what exactly an AI generated influencer is, even though the name kind of gives it away, they are essentially computer generated people that can post and interact with fans and followers just as a real human influencer could. If you need an example, just think of like those AI TikTokers or those AI advertisements that you will sometimes see on like, your TikTok For You page, sometimes Instagram Reels, but I think it's less of an issue over there. Sometimes I see it on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, they're like everywhere. And I would think that a mainstream / relevant example would be Lil Michaela, but she's not AI, she's CGI, so there's still some sort of authenticity behind her. So those like AI TikTokers and advertisers is still a good example. Anyway, AI influencers are unfortunately pretty big with businesses and are unfortunately pretty beneficial for them because they don't have to dish out a lot of money and can cut the costs of having to pay a human via a contract. And these AI influencers have more consistent communication with these brands, and they can interact with fans and followers more often, especially because, AI doesn't need to sleep. And on top of all of that, and probably most importantly, they can be or are specifically designed to cater to a certain audience because they can read data and algorithms and all those sorts of things. And it sucks because a lot of audiences will fall for them. And I know you might be like, Grace, how can someone fall for something that's so clearly AI generated? How can someone be that silly? Well, you would be shocked. I mean, aside from, the fact that there are some gullible people and, old people too, I will sometimes be scrolling on TikTok and I will see what is very clearly AI because it just looks so smooth and uncanny and weird. And then I look in the comments and there's like at least 5 to 10 people that are like, I'm so getting duped when I'm an old person. And I'm like, no, you're getting duped already because you thought that this was a real person, at least the first time around watching the video. You're already getting fooled. So again, you would be surprised how many people would actually fall for fake people. Obviously, that does bring in some ethical concerns. Some brands choose not to disclose that something is AI or that they've partnered with an AI influencer for a brand deal. That can cause a disturbance with their audience, seeing as that gives people a reason to believe that their favorite brands and companies lack authenticity and trustworthiness. Fortunately, failure to disclose that something is AI does not go unnoticed by the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC for short, because they can hit you with a pretty hefty fine that can reach over $50,000. That's insane. So what does that mean for real creators, you might be wondering? Or maybe you're not, but I'm still going to tell you anyway. Well, either they could lose all of their brand deals, so that's a pretty large chunk of money, or, and I know, not many people care about, influencers because they're rich and famous and all those sorts of things, and that's fine, but if they work to get to that point, if they were just, the average hardworking middle-class citizen or lower-class citizen at one point, and they work to get to where they are now, that's a bit of a bigger issue. So it could either be that those influencers lose all of their brand deals, or the general public could favor real people over robots, and brands will notice that. They'll notice the views on their marketing campaigns decrease. They will notice their engagement decreases. And most importantly, they will notice that their sales take a significant hit. They will drop below the floor. And they'll have no other choice but to stop being money hungry and make contracts with real people. It's crazy. And as for my take on the whole AI generated influencer thing, I think it's really stupid, first and foremost. Heaven forbid a multi-million-dollar company has to give money to an influencer to promote their brand, which will ultimately bring in more money. Oh no, like what am I supposed to say to that? And honestly, I don't think AI influencers will go any further than they already have been unless people allow that to happen. And by that, I mean thinking that these AI influencers are real people or preferring them over real people for some odd reason that I can't think of. AI influencers means that deep faking, which I'm pretty sure is illegal last I checked, and pretending that you're someone and you're not, catfishing, it can get a lot easier. And I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, you know, oh, that's a whole nother issue in itself. I kind of did that in the last video, but that's because I was very short on time and did not want to make an hour-long video. But yeah, catfishing can get really easy because AI I don't think it'll get any more realistic than it is right now, fortunately, but it's getting realistic enough where the wrong person will believe it and something bad could happen to them. And I'm not going to say what exactly bad could happen to them, mostly because it's YouTube and I don't think that's allowed, but you get the idea. And that's a very serious issue. It could also be catastrophic, you know? I mean, someone could upload a video of the President of the United States declaring war against this really powerful nuclear war machine country. It's just an AI generated video. And don't bring in politics into the comments. I'm saying this could happen to any president, past, present, or future. I don't want to talk about politics on this channel. I'm going to keep out of it because in my opinion, you should keep politics out of your hobby, your job, whatever, unless it literally pertains to that. And I'm a commentary YouTuber. I'm not a news source. I'm not a politics source. I'm not going to bring in any of that. But yeah, it could happen. You know, it could be an AI generated video. And then all of a sudden, we're all gone. But at the end of the day, it's kind of up to us to make sure that AI generated humans don't go any farther than they already have. And I know that's really hard because there's, quite a few people on this planet, but let's just cut down on, AI generated videos of people, even if it's for fun, because that can teach these AI programs to make things look a lot more realistic, and that won't ever end well. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.